I think everyone basically knows how I feel about biological men taking positions away from biological women in sports in general, but also in academic scholarship opportunities. And over the last, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, Washington University announced that they were giving a athletic scholarship to a biological man to play on a sports team with biological women. The exact scenario that the left has continued to say would never happen. They're not taking spots away from women. You're crazy. You're crazy. They're not taking spots away from women. You're just transphobic. They just want to be affirmed. Well, Washington University, after immense pressure from Riley Gaines and many other people, has now revoked that scholarship. So leave a like on the video for that. Shout out to Riley. She's doing incredible work. And let's take a look at how this story unfolded. By the way, up to 64% off my entire, a ton of stock on Coffee Brand Coffee in our year-end blowout sale. If you need snacks and stuff you just want around the house, or maybe you're having people over for New Year's, all of our snacks are nearly 50% off. So get a bunch of those. A bunch of our coffees are 50% off. Now is the time to stock up. A lot of these flavors won't be back till next year, like pumpkin pie, spiked jack-o'-lantern, vanilla sugar cookie. We've got 2 pages of stuff that is our deepest discount we've ever done. It's even deeper than Cyber Monday. Link in the description. Stock up and enjoy. Now, the power of public opinion and accountability. Riley Gaines on University of Washington reportedly revoking trans volleyball player's scholarship. Riley Gaines recently criticized a trans volleyball player competing against biological women. I'm just going to use the correct terminology. A biological man competing against biological women, and expressed satisfaction after the latter was denied a scholarship. Tate Dragasset, a biological man volleyball player, was about to secure one of just 12 Division I volleyball scholarships that are offered to women. So there's only 12 spots, and they gave one of them to a biological man who not only would be going to school for free, but also probably winning championships because they're competing. They're just biologically superior to their competition. Drakeson was presented the California Interscholastic Federation, what is this, Star Wars? Division 5 player of the 22-23, Division 5. Okay. Was that like pickup ball? After the biological man contributed to 2 USA volleyball teams that won national titles. Shocking. In June, the 17-year-old biological man reported a verbal commitment to enroll in the University of Washington. This would have been through one of just 12 scholarships extended over 4 years, with only 2 or 3 being offered per year. So a biological man took 33% of the scholarships available to, or up to 50% to women. A few days later, Riley Gaines criticized Dragasset for stealing an opportunity for female athletes. She also recommended the University of Washington overturn the scholarship. Male takes women's volleyball scholarship at University of Washington, a soon-to-be Big Ten school, stealing the already few opportunities for women at the collegiate level. How can he be proud? Yeah. And she also went on, this happens a lot for something that never happens, Riley said, after the trans athlete set new collegiate school record in the women's category. Riley also reacted to Sadie Schreiner, a biological man, setting a new school record in the women's category for 300 meter. This occurred during the last meet ahead of the winter break at Rochester Institute of Technology at Nazareth University in New York. Of course, the biological man secured the top position by clocking 41.8 seconds. Gaines subsequently slammed the situation, writing, new collegiate school record in women's 300 meters at RIT, except it was set by a male. Of course, now George Takei is having an absolute meltdown. Anti-trans swimmer slammed after causing trans teen to lose volleyball scholarship. This is the great thing about modern Twitter. Look at this ratio. George Takei gets 5,300 comments to just 1,200 likes. Anti-cheating, you mean? Why do you hate women, Takai? Well, she's a guy, so a gay man pretends not to know what a man is. Breaking. This is a win for real women. 12,000 likes. I mean, girl scholarships are for girls. 3,500 likes. It's sad that you hate women so much. 4,000 likes. A woman calling out a university for giving a man a scholarship that was specifically carved out for women. Fixed it for you. Males don't belong in women's sports. Riley is doing a great service by exposing mediocre males who want to shine in women's sports. This particular guy shouldered a woman out of a scholarship, but justice is done. 5,000 likes. The horror that an actual woman be given the scholarship for women. I mean, everybody here, like it's so funny. Anti-men pretending to be women competing in women's sport. Swimmer fixed it for you. Men trying to deceive schools into giving him scholarships he doesn't deserve is outed. Fixed it for you. Just absolutely. And of course, this Alejandra Caraballo, who's also a biological man, is really upset about it. It's unclear how Gaines knew about the teen. Probably, how Riley Gaines probably found out about this biological man that took away a spot from biological woman? Other women on that team. Anybody want to disagree with that? Maybe one of the women that was up for the scholarship that this biological man took away from them, and they knew Riley is someone who would fight for them. I guarantee you Riley found out through a tip from probably another girl, probably another player on the team. It's unclear how Gaines knew about them last week to write a cruel scred against the student, outing and misgendering her. That's a biological man, revealing their identity with a photo and calling on the UW to revoke the scholarship. Good. Alejandra Caraballo, also a biological male, they outed a trans girl and got their scholarship revoked. This isn't a service of women. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm blocked. Shocking. Of course, this is a huge service to women. I'm sorry if this is controversial, but biological men are men, biological women are women, and trans people are whatever they were born. That's the reality. Now, I'm not saying they don't have any right to exist. I'm not saying, look, I'm just saying you can't have this one thing. You can't have this one thing, all right? You cannot use your biological advantages to steal opportunities from others. That's the one thing you can't do, all right? Everything else, the world rolls the red carpet out for you. Dylan Mulvaney made himself a millionaire, multi-millionaire. All right, go do that. Go be a social media star, make a ton of money. Be offended online for a career. That's very lucrative. All right, in particular in the trans community. There's a whole, every popular trans person on Twitter is constantly complaining about stuff for the most part. So is maybe not Blair White. I mean, Gaines claimed that the student and the parents deceived the university by concealing the trans identity, disclosing. Oh, really? You see, a young boy and his family lied/falsified crucial information and abused the system for illegal personal gain. But I'm the sociopath calling a spade makes sense. Women's scholarships are only for women. I think that that's a fine thing to say. You know what? Here's something that these schools could do. Okay? If a school wants to have scholarships for trans people, I don't have any problem with that. I think they should do that. Now, I'm not saying that they can compete on the opposite biological team. But again, it's always biological men who want to compete against biological women. It's like, why is it always that when two gay men buy a baby, it's always a boy? I don't know. I'm just saying that's the trend. And, you never hear about these biological women fighting the good fight to compete against biological men. It is literally always the other way around. So, I mean, you can cope and seethe about it. Instead of, coping and seething online, if each one of these likes this loser got, whining about it, 20,000 likes, someone donated $1, they could have paid for that trans student's entire college education for that year. I don't know, maybe more than that. If it's, I'm just saying, like, There's absolutely nothing wrong with they put together a trans scholarship fund. They just can't compete on, biological men just can't compete against biological women. And if that's the line that you're drawing, then you're a creep. You're a creep. That's just the reality of it. You don't get to do that. Everyone agrees with me. Only weirdos on the internet who aren't even real would have anything negative to say about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, this stuff's going to move fast at this deep of a discount. Stock up, get a bunch of stuff. Coffee, teas, cocos, all on deep, deep discount. And it's only here till it's gone. And all this stuff is not going to be back till next year. So if you liked one of these flavors, you like some of the teas, stock up. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of tea altogether because it's just not very popular for me. So stock up and, save and support the channel. I mean, I'm not making any money on this, but I am clearing some inventory, which is good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.